Welcome to Tarkov, comrade. Howdy folks, thanks for stopping in at Mrbigmuuk's Forge. This video is going to be another installment of How I Died in Tarkov. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to go ahead and skip the long-winded introduction I did on the first video. If you're looking for an explanation on what this series of videos is about, I'm going to go ahead and point you towards that first video. The link is right here, top right corner. I want to go ahead and remind you that if you find videos like this entertaining or useful and you'd like to see more videos like this one in the future, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you'll catch the notifications when I put these up. If you learned anything from this video, please hit that like button so that I know I'm giving you good information, tips, and tactics. And I think I've said enough, so I'll stop yammering and we'll get down to business. All right, y'all, we're going to move right into the first clip. You'll probably recognize it as what I used to do the intro of this video. This clip is in day 2 of me owning Tarkov. I've spawned into the customs map. I'm not quite sure where I am yet because I'm not that familiar with the map, especially this area of the map. So I move into cover and I go to get my inventory situated and try to figure out where I am. In the meantime, I'm listening for movement and noise around me while looking at a map off screen. I'll go ahead and post a link to that customs map in the description. That way, if you guys aren't familiar with the map, you can look at it and see what it is I'm talking about. Now, after I've decided where I'm at based on the landmarks I can see, the power lines and the train, I've decided that I'm going to follow the perimeter of the map with my left shoulder and move around and down into those buildings I've been in before. So that if I get into a fight, I'm not in totally unfamiliar territory. I can kind of know where to go and where the threat areas are. So as I set off moving down the hill here, I'm doing my best to kind of go around the bushes and look ahead. And as I'm coming down this hill, I'm looking over the top of the train for anybody else coming down the hill. And I totally miss this. I had no idea where he was. I never did find him until I reviewed the video. And this is where reviewing the video of your gameplay can teach you a lot. My intention was to get some lateral movement so that he had to move his sights in order to continue to engage me. But you can clearly see it only took him 2 shots. It only took him 2 shots to put me down. This is sometimes just how Tarkov is. You've got a fraction of a second to get your ass out of the line of fire. And many times this is the result. So GG's to this player. He definitely smoked my ass. And we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so this clip is also day 2 of me owning Tarkov. In fact, this is the very next raid from the first clip we played. And in this clip, I spawned down in the lower right-hand corner of the map in those buildings there. In fact, these are the buildings I was trying to get to in the first clip. So I'm pretty familiar with where I'm at. I've been here before. I'm moving around in this warehouse, looking around. I'm not hearing anything going on, so I'm having to try and gather intelligence. I know that my next move is to get through this gate in this wall over here. And in order to do that, I got to clear this left side. And that's when I spot homie. Okay, so I exchanged gunfire with him. I felt like I had some really good shots on him, but he just wasn't going down. He landed a shotgun blast on me that just absolutely wrecked me. That's what a shotgun will do to you when you're not armored. Now I'm looking around at my options. Why I didn't heal myself here, I have no idea. I come down here, I'm gonna rifle through his pockets and take his stuff. And the best thing I do is, instead of searching his scav vest while he's wearing it, I go ahead and just throw it in my backpack and take it away so I can search it later. What I feel like I did right here, I did get off the X. I spent a little bit too much time in that area, but now I'm off the X, probably not as far off the X as I should be, and now I'm looking at sorting out my inventory. I still haven't healed yet. I just caught a round there that blacked out both my legs. So now I'm completely crippled. I can't run, I can barely walk, and I can hear this guy's moving in on me. Hip firing a shotgun was probably not my best choice as well. I'm getting my gun up and running. I think that's good. And now I'm going to address my health concerns. I don't know why I'm not dead. My head is at 0. I should be dead. I've got 1 hit point in my thorax, and I'm just looking around. Oh, now we're gonna heal. I can hear guys moving in on me. I'm still crippled. I can't hardly move, so I've decided that I'm just gonna have to stand my ground as best I can. Click. The last sound you want to hear while you're in the middle of a gunfight. Takeaways from this one. Order of operations. I feel like it's just like math. If you violate the order of operations, your results are going to be all jacked up. Order operations is you get your guns up and running so that you can defend yourself if another threat presents itself immediately. Second in the order of operations is make sure that you're physically able to move. If you are able to move, get off the X, and that means go somewhere where you can get some kind of security, whether that's concealment or cover or even just moving back into a place that you've already cleared so you have a good chance that there's not going to be any threats there. And then you address things like your long-term health, like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and top off all the different vital areas I have with med packs. Make sure I've got things splinted and they're functional and ready to go. And you're going to get your body back up to where it needs to be so that you have the higher survivability. And then you're going to do things like inventory management, making sure that you've got mags packed and ready for the next engagement before you break your cover or your concealment and then move back into the target area. Looting that corpse probably should have been last on my list of things to do. I violated the order of operations, and you see what resulted. So you die and you learn, right? So on to the next one. All right, y'all, we moved into the third clip in the episode. And in this one, I have spawned into the customs map as a scav. We're deep into the raid in this one. I've actually been moving around the map for quite a while. I've picked up a few items here and there, and then I moved through the gas station. And man, there was just like a huge fight here because there's bodies everywhere. So I'm looting up all of these bodies that are laying around, trying to get the best of what I can. there are no signs of movement. There's no gunfire, there's no shouting. It's been dead quiet. And while that seems like it would be a good sign, it still makes me kind of nervous. But I'm trying to move around and get some good stuff off these guys. I go ahead and I move up past that corpse there that I'm thinking about looting, just to make sure there's nobody around. I'm not seeing or hearing anything. And that red timer up in the right hand corner, man, you really start to feel it when you see it and it's red. So you feel pressured for time. In hindsight, I know I could get clear across the map with that kind of time now, but you really feel it while you're in game. Now I'm going through this guy's pockets, man, and it's slow. I'm moving things around in the inventory and, you know, managing it as I go, and you'll quickly learn that's a bad thing. You grab what you can real quick with control clicks, and you get the heck out of there, because you never know when somebody's going to walk up on you while you're looting, and that's exactly what happened here. My first glimpse at these guys, I see helmets with visors. My initial reaction is that these are probably players. So the first thing I do after I stand up is I start hip firing. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get some suppression on these guys and get them to freak out. As I backpedal and shade to the right to try and get some suppression off. I did real good here in that I did land a hit on that guy, but also I was able to put an obstruction between he and I so that when he got his bearings and decided to return fire, he wouldn't have been able to see me. And that left me trying to engage the guy on the left. I'm trying to keep him suppressed as I'm backpedaling towards the corner of the building so I can go around the corner of the building. And then I start seeing the tracers. So I decide to go ahead and ADS, because now I got to take this dude out. But he beats me to the punch. Now, I find out after the fact that the guy that killed me was a scav. Now, I don't know if he was just an AI scav or a player scav. I feel like if he was a player scav, he would have killed me anyway. I feel like I did the right thing in engaging them. So if I had it to do all over again, I probably would have ADS'd sooner. That initial spray, I think, was good. And I probably should have prioritized the guy on the left who was facing me when I opened fire, since he had the least amount of work to do to acquire a sight picture and put rounds on me. So, what would you have done in that situation? Go ahead and let me know down in the comments section, because that one's a tough nut to crack. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for this video. I want to remind you that if you want to see more videos like this one, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you'll catch notifications when I put them up. And if you found it entertaining or useful in any way, give me a thumbs up. Let me know I'm giving you good stuff. And I'll see y'all in the next raid.